Hey, what is going on? It's Kyle here from escapingthenorm.com. And in today's video, we're going to be going over step by step how you install a free SSL certificate on a WordPress website, and also how to use the SiteGround WordPress plugin to actually, enforce the HTTPS. And, also on the back end, we're going to be showing how to force HTTPS. Now, the reason that it's important that you get SSL on your website, or HTTPS, you might be wondering, is because, like if you're trying to rank your website, Google penalizes websites that don't use HTTPS because it's not nearly as secure. Also, if you're going to be doing any online transactions, HTTPS is going to be necessary. Otherwise, the payment gateways won't work. So there's a bunch of reasons to use HTTPS or SSL. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on in. I'll show you step by step. Okay, so one of the main reasons that I really like SiteGround is because everything is 100 times simpler with SiteGround. SiteGround's very fast. It's never down. Hardly ever. And if it is, it's like very short time. But everything just works really well with SiteGround. So if you don't have web hosting, or if you're wanting to switch web hosting and you want SiteGround, go ahead and click the link below in the description, and you can go ahead and sign up for SiteGround. But with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and dive into this. So when you log in, you'll be met with this page on SiteGround. And so what you want to do is click websites, and this will pull it up. And these are all your websites that are installed on your hosting service. And so we're going to be working with this one. In the previous video, we went through how to buy a domain with Namecheap and point it towards SiteGround. And we set up this new website right here. It's a blank site. But go ahead and click Site Tools on the website that you're wanting to install the SSL on, and you'll be brought to the back office for that website. And so what you want to do is go down here to Security and SSL Manager. Now, as you notice here on the bottom, this is the domain that your Let's Encrypt SSL certificate is on. And as you can see, it's active. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't need to, put a new one on there because there's already one on there. And the fact of the matter is you want the wild card. And what the wild card is like if you have any subdomains that you've created under this domain. So like if you said, something like maybe club.escapingthenorm.com, which a subdomain can act as a completely different website, or it can just act as a different section for that current domain. We'll go over domains later in a future tutorial, but the main reason that you want this Let's Encrypt wildcard rather than just the regular Let's Encrypt is because you get unlimited SSL certificates for like the domain and all of its subdomains. So no matter how many subdomains you create, you can always have an SSL certificate. If you just leave it like this, that's not the case. So let me just show you a little bit about this SSL. We're also going to show you how to force HTTPS. So I'm going to go to the domain, which is escapingnews.com. And this is just by default how it loads. And as you can see, it says not secure. And, there's no certificate. However, if you go to HTTPS : then you can see there is our Let's Encrypt wildcard, and it says connection is secure. However, like a normal user is probably not going to type HTTPS. They're probably just going to type the domain name. And by default, this one goes to the HTTP version, which is the insecure version. So we want to fix that as well. But first, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to install this wildcard for this. So you don't have to do anything down here. All you have to do is make sure that the correct domain name is selected here. And then all you got to do is click Let's Encrypt wildcard and click Get. And it might take a few moments to load up and install. Most of the time, like there's been like one time I think where it took like maybe like 30 seconds to a minute or something, but I think my internet connection may have been slow. But Usually it takes like 15-20 seconds, something like that, as far as I can remember. So we'll just go ahead and wait for this to install. And as far as installing the wildcard, that's literally it. Now, if you have, for some reason, a new SiteGround account and it doesn't have anything like any Let's Encrypt installed down here, you just do the exact same thing. Just make sure you click Let's Encrypt wildcard. And, this is totally free. This does not come at any extra cost. It's free with SiteGround. Another reason that I love this hosting service. So as you can see, it says Let's Encrypt is installed for escapethenews.com. So that's your confirmation. So I'm going to just click back. Now we're going to talk about the HTTPS forcing. Now, this is one side of it. When you install WordPress, most of the time you have to do the WordPress plugin as well so that WordPress knows to force HTTPS 2. Sometimes, like some of the images can display as not secure if you don't do this. We're going to be covering that in the next video when we set up WordPress with SiteGround. And, but, the first thing you need to do is do this on the hosting side. So you need to force HTTPS on the hosting side. And then once you do that and you install WordPress, then, as extra security, the WordPress plugin, you want to force it there too to make sure everything's in sync and everything's working well. So all you have to do is go to HTTPS enforce. And then you can see the domain right here. And literally all you have to do is turn it on. And it's almost instant. And now it, at least on the hosting side, it is forcing HTTPS. So you cannot, under normal circumstances, view the HTTP version. So let's try that and see if we can. Let's just do like we did before. So just escapethenews.com. As you remember before, it defaulted to HTTP, but this time it should go to HTTPS. And it did not. Sometimes, like I said, the WordPress plugin on the other side is going to fix this. It like sometimes this will work, sometimes it won't. And I may have to clear the cache. I'm not sure if this will work. We'll go over this in another tutorial, but I'm gonna just see if this works. So I'm gonna just open an incognito window. Oh, yep, it was the cache. Okay, so I would recommend deleting your cache just like I did after you do this. As you can see, it defaulted to the HTTPS version. And so now, like, even if you specifically type HTTP in, which is the insecure version, as you can see, it redirected back to the HTTPS version. So that is literally it. That really is how simple it is to set up HTTPS on SiteGround. And like in the next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to set it up on the other side in WordPress with the SiteGround plugin. So that'll be it for all. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see future videos like this. And that is it for today. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.